Right, hello everybody and welcome down to Warrington Golf Club. I'm Matt Fryer and today I've got a question to ask you. But first, I'm just going to hit this shot. Ooh, wind into 150 yards. It's going to be a little 8-iron for me today. In that. 58 iron and cut it. Pretty good, just might miss left side. Oh well, carry on. Not a bad shot then. Wasn't too displeased with that one. So we're going to get stuck into this video and I've got quite an important question to ask you. But if this is your first time watching any of my videos, guys, do make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell as well so you don't miss out on any of the free videos that make you a better golfer. That shadow's lovely on my face as well, isn't it? So let's get up to the green and see what's happened with that tee shot. So as suspected, I actually just trickled off the right side, not the left. I had my right and left mixed up this morning. But I've just missed the green there. And this question that I want to ask you, are you overthinking or thinking too much about every shot that you're playing? Because recently we had a sports psychologist down at Trafford Golf Centre, a chap by the name of Guy Hindle, who's from Warrington Golf Club, a very, very successful player. I think he's won the club championship here like 17 times or something. He's off +1, +2. Great golfer. Got into psychology over the last 4 or 5 years after retiring, working with some pros. And it's, you know, a similar sort of thing that a lot of people said. But then when we were talking about what players, when I'm, you know, particularly when I'm coaching, what everyone's thinking, it's sort of a light switch came on in my mind to think that I do hear a lot of, oh, I had a lot to think. And even in lessons when I've said to someone, I just want you to think about the face on the way back. Just make that face a little bit square. You're rolling it open at the minute, just keep it looking. Once we've hit a few shots, I've then asked them, so how are you feeling? What did you think about that one? Well, as I was taking it away, I got my face feeling there. Then I wanted to get my right elbow starting to bend. And do I have to hinge my wrists when I'm up at the top? And where should my club be pointing as well? And all of a sudden, this one thought has turned into like 15 thoughts. And hit the like button now if you are a golfer who you can recall any shot in the past when you've stood over it and you've had a multitude of swing thoughts. Not just, what am I going to do to get that ball to there? You've been thinking about, how am I going to impact it? Where does my swing need to be at the top? Is it at the right position on the way down? Did my grip look all right? Were my shoes the right colour at that point? It is something, if we can clear our minds out, we're going to start to play a lot simpler golf. And that shot you saw me walk up onto the tee there, I didn't really have anything in my mind. I picked the club and I hit the shot. As where now, I'm going to try and demonstrate overthinking, putting loads into my mind, doing too much, and all of a sudden explain to you what it actually means or impacts when I'm doing that. So here, I'm now faced with a little chip. And obviously you've got to have an idea of what you are doing and you want a thought of it, but you don't want to get too bogged down. So I've got about, I'd say 6 yards up onto the green. Then I've got about 12 feet to the flag. The lie's okay. So normally it should just be a straightforward, pick my spot. I know how to chip. I've done it 1,000 times, or more than 1,000, probably 100,000, close to 1,000,000 times. I could just look at where it is and just pull the trigger, as where if I started to think, right, well, as I'm stood and addressing this one now, is my weight in the left side enough there? Okay, and I've got my grip in the middle. Right, well, I want to hit the ball about on the 4th groove. and then as I'm coming back, my wrists have got to be hinging by here. Don't add too much loft onto the face, because if I do that I'll slide under and I won't get up this slope here. So I've got to make sure I don't take too much loft off, so that would be that. Then my swing length's going to be about this far, I think. Yeah, it should be about that far for that length of shot. And on my follow through, what have I got to do on that? I've got to get through to that one. So if I'm swinging from 3 to 9, I should be, yeah, about there. Right, okay, so I've got to hinge my wrists, I've got to not take the loft off. Oh, forgot about impact as well. I've got to make sure I get the ball first. Don't fat it as well, because if you don't quite get it, it'll be up the slope and then it'll be running back down. So make sure you actually make a good contact on this one. So all of a sudden I've gone up to about, I think, 15 thoughts there, if anyone has counted it. Right, okay, so, and even now I'm actually nervous to pull the trigger. I'm going through all those little thoughts in my mind and I can't hit the golf ball. I've stalled about 3 times trying to think about what I was going to do, instead of just, where's my spot? Right, I can see a little bit of a flower there. I know how to chip the ball, I've got the right club. There's my slot. Job done. It's 2 feet away. So when we are out on the golf course or at the driving range or whatever, you know, however you are playing golf, you've got to get it clear in your mind, that one thought. Don't overload yourself with thousands and thousands of things you're going to do. And I'll give you a little anecdote for this. I played last year probably, let's call it 30 times. I played 30 rounds of golf. For the first 10 rounds of golf, each hole I changed my swing thought. I hit a shot, oh, it didn't quite work that. I'm going to change swing thought, I'm going to try this. I know, I saw this the other day. I'm going to try that one. So over every shot I had the old swing thought, my new swing thought, well, maybe about this as well. So I was just filling the shelf with loads and loads of information. And it got to the point where I was hitting the most dreadful shots out on the golf course because I just wasn't flowing, I wasn't swinging the golf club. And I've been playing since I was 16. I know how to swing a golf club. I know that it goes around my body and I've got to hit the little white thing at the bottom. It's actually quite simple, but I was overloading and overloading. I then went to the Open Championship and I stood behind Justin Thomas for 18 holes. I watched him and Tiger play a practice round on the Monday. He did one thing on every single shot. He went like this, checked where his club face was, and then he pulled the trigger, and I was like, that's interesting. All he's doing, this best, like one of the best golfers in the world, is having one simple thought, and it's just about getting his face square at the first time the club's parallel. It's got to be more to that. And I was lucky to chat to, I actually bumped into his dad. So what's he doing? Oh, he's just checking his face is square. Oh, right, I was expecting more, I wanted more from the answer, but there wasn't. It was that simple. He just said, yeah, he gets that, and then just goes with it. He knows what he's doing. Gets the face square, off you go, rips it. So I adopted that swing thought. The next 20 rounds, I probably played some of the best golf of my life. Social golf, albeit, but I was striking the ball amazing. The irons were so pure, my driver was great because I was just free flowing. I knew my one thought, I went with it and I hit it. So if you can take anything away from today, stop overthinking all your shots. Make sure you've got your one clear swing thought, whatever it is, maybe you're working on with your pro, or that you've seen a video and you're working on to get rid of your slice. Don't go chopping and changing. Get your one clear thought and stick with that and trust it. If it doesn't work, do some drills, then take it to the course or the range and trust it. Go again, just believe in it. So nice and simple. Take one thought, don't overthink your golf swing, you know how to do it. Guys, I hope this video can help you. If it has, and you think it will, do hit that like button. Also follow me on all my social media platforms so you can get any more golf tips that you want. Also hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any tips. And if you do want to come and see me down at Trafford Golf Centre, all the information's links below. Thanks for watching and stop overthinking.